Welcome to this video about multi-spindle programming and more specifically setup changes. You should be familiar with the machine setup that defines the initial machine setup of the program. With multi-spindle programming, operations such as pickup, release, bar feed, cutoff are going to modify the setup in the middle of the program, introducing setup changes in the program. These setup changes are a key feature of Esprit-TNG for multi-spindle. As a first example, I'm going to program a part with a transfer main to subspindle. Okay, this is the part I'm going to program, and in order to program it quickly, I already have processes pre-saved. So let's start with cutting the front face, then the OD, then center hole, then rotary milling on front face, cutting the chamfer, and 2 holes on that chamfer. Okay, at this point, programming of the front of the first side of the part is done. I'd like to now transfer the workpiece to the subspindle. For that transfer, I'm going to come pick up the workpiece with the subspindle and release the workpiece from the main spindle. So go to turning, select the pickup operation. Most important setting is to select the fixture that is going to pick up the part, subspindle. Pickup can be done spinning or not spinning. Okay, and then I'd like to release the part from the main spindle to complete the transfer. Again, most important setting is which fixture is releasing the part, in that case the main spindle. Click on OK. Operations have been created. As soon as the transfer is completed, you will see in the machine operation list this gray bar that shows the setup change. This is a setup change. So let's quickly simulate the result. Okay, so the subspindle comes, grab the workpiece. The release was programmed as a spinning, so spindle starts spinning, main spindle opens, and subspindle goes home. At this point, the transfer has been completed. So in the machine operation list, the system represents the transfer as a setup change. Double-clicking on transfer edits that setup change, and it shows the state of the machine after the transfer. Something to notice is that initial setup was programmed with the G54 in the main spindle. This G54 doesn't appear anymore, and instead I get the workpiece in subspindle with a G55, a new work offset that is automatically created by the system on the back side of the part. So from now on, any operations that are going to be programmed will be using the G55 work offset. So let's continue the programming of the subside. So I will turn the back face, the back OD, cut the flat on the back side, and drill the hole on the back side. Okay. At this point, programming of the second side is almost complete. Last step in the programming is going to be to release the finished part from the subspindle, and the part will be released inside the part catcher represented by this hand. So for the ejection of the part, the eject, this is a release cycle, releasing from subspindle. Okay. So let's simulate the result. Transfer, second side, and eject. Eject was at this time also spinning. The eject is also considered as a setup change. Double click on the setup and you will see the state of the machine after the part has been ejected. Notice that at this time no workpiece are loaded in the machine. Continuing with the same part, I'd like now to change the program to start in the sub-spindle and finish the part in the main spindle. I'm starting by suppressing the second side of the program. I go to the machine setup, initial machine setup, starting with the G54 in the main. I do a cut and paste of the workpiece to move it to the sub-spindle. Notice that the work offset follow along. At this point, first side is done. The process automatically updates to consider the programming in the sub-spindle. Okay. I'd like to do the transfer. For the transfer, I start with the pickup, but this time the pickup will be done by the main spindle. As soon as the pickup is created, a new setup change appears. This time it's a move setup change. This move setup change corresponds to the fact that the workpiece gets moved on the machine, and therefore a new work offset is added to the setup, G55, and the setup change is automatically added to the other side of the part. After the pickup, I'd like to release the part from the sub-spindle. When the release is created in the program, a new setup change appears. This time this completes the transfer. For the transfer, the work offset stays with G55 because when releasing the part from the sub-spindle, the workpiece this time doesn't move. Finally, the final part will be now released from the main spindle. Let's unsuppress the rest of the program, and the program is complete. So let's simulate the result. Pick up, release, and cutting the second side, and eject from main spindle. As a third example, I'd like, still working on the same program, I'd like to change to not work on a billet, but to work on a bar and perform a transfer with a bar pull cutoff. So I'm restarting from the file that was programmed in the main, starting from the main spindle, because the bar feeder for this machine is in the main spindle. And I'm starting by changing the workpiece. So the stock for the workpiece is going to be a bar 300 mm long that I'm going to align with the top of the part and leave a margin of 2 mm for the facing. Part has been changed, it is automatically updated on the machine, and also all the process automatically gets updated. So you will notice something a little bit weird. What is this long toolpath? It's just the system automatically compensates for the update to cut all the remaining material on the back face of the part. Of course, this is not a very efficient way to program this workpiece, so let's update the transfer to include a cutoff of the workpiece from the bar. In order to program the cutoff, I'm starting by deleting completely the release cycle. At this time, we're going to see some error in the program. This is normal. Now by deleting the release cycle, it suppressed the transfer setup change. Therefore, we are cutting now the second side in the jaws. So instead of the pickup, I'm going to set an insert location right after the pickup, and I'm inserting a new operation which is going to be a bar feed operation. Bar feed, that is going to be a bar pull by the sub spindle. I'm doing that bar feed spinning. Click on OK. And then I'm inserting after that bar feed a cutoff operation on the back face. Okay, that's it. I can remove the insert location. The program is completely updated, and I can visualize the result. So cutting in the main spindle, pick up, bar pull, cut off, finishing on the subside, release. Something interesting to notice is that the bar feed again has generated automatically a setup change. So a bar feed generates a reposition setup change. In this reposition, the work offset from the previous setup is kept. So I'm still working with the G54, but notice that the G54 now does not refer to the front side of the part. Now, at any time, those setup changes that are automatically created by the system can be changed, modified. You can add your own work offset, and the system will keep this customization of the setup. Something new with Esprit TNG. The cutoff can now be done with any type of operations. And for instance, I can do the cutoff with a milling operation. So let's continue on the same part and replace the cutoff, turning cutoff with a milling cutoff. So for this, I'm selecting the back face of the part and I'm doing a wall feature recognition. Then I'm going to insert, set the insert location to before the existing cutoff, and on the feature I just created, I'm applying a process for a milling cutoff that is also using the new stock automation mode. So the passes gets optimized on the stock. Okay, the new cutoff has been created. I can now just select the cutoff, the lace cutoff, and remove this operation. The program updates, and let's see the result in simulation. Okay, so the same way, the mill cutoff generated the transfer. With the machine equipped with a bar feeder, you might want to program the bar feed operation at the beginning of the program to position the bar properly for the rest of the program. Let's see how to program this in Esprit TNG. I'm continuing on the same program, and I'm changing the initial machine setup and set the position of the bar back inside the spindle. So as soon as I update the program, we're going to see links failing. This is normal because the links are now in collision. The tool is now in collision with the jaws. Okay, I do an insert location at the beginning of the program and program a bar feed operation. This bar feed operation is of type with stopper, and I'm using the roughing tool as a stopper tool. Program updates. Let's see in simulation. So at the beginning of the program, it feeds the bar till it gets in contact with the tool, put the bar back in the jaws a little bit, and the program continues. From the setup change point of view, we're getting another reposition at the beginning of the program. If I edit this reposition, it will be interesting to notice that the work offset is at the front face of the part before it got fed, which is probably not what the user would want. So how to fix this? I can edit the work offset, initial work offset. Sorry, not the setup change work offset, but the initial work offset. And I'm going to change its position to put it at the position after the bar is fed. So 80 mm in front of the part. Okay, so after this change, if I now edit the reposition machine setup, again, I'm going to switch to a clip, activate the clip plane to visualize the work offset. The work offset is now after the bar was fed on the front face of the workpiece. Click on OK, and therefore in simulation, if I display the NC coordinate system, it's now referencing the front face of the part for the program. And the back face, of course, after the cutoff. In previous examples, we've programmed the cutoff operation with both spindles holding on the workpiece. Let's change the program, continue on the same part, to program more operations, milling and turning with both spindles holding on the workpiece. For this, I will start by suppressing all the operations from the cutoff to the end of the program. Okay, then I will set an insert location before the cutoff. And so we are the pickup, bar feed, and after the bar feed, I will perform turning operation for the back side of the part. So for this, I will select the back OD contour and load a process for a grooving operation. Okay, toolpath is created. So cut in the main spindle because the transfer hasn't happened yet. And I'm going to do some modification to the rest of the program to adapt to this new process. So first, for the mill flat, I will use a different tool. So that's again going to be cut with both spindles holding on the workpiece. Okay, I'm going to move the mill flat and the drilling to happen right after the groove. I don't need the insertion point anymore. Okay, and I will now recover the cutoff. The turn of the back face, turn back OD is not needed anymore because it has already been done. This material has already been removed by the grooving cycle. And unsuppress. Program updates. Let's see the result in simulation. So feeding the bar, cutoff operation, cutting the flat on the backside, drilling, cutoff. At this point, the transfer is completed, and rest the back face and the eject. Last example of setup changes, a scenario with 3 transfers. So starting at the beginning of the program, part is located in main spindle with the G54. Part gets roughed out in main, transferred to sub. Then we're working on the G55. Roughed out in sub, transferred again to main for finishing. Work offset automatically by default will be set to a G56, so we're not reusing the G54 considering the part has been machined. And final transfer, going back to the sub for finishing in sub, with this time a G57 moved to the other side of the part. Okay, so let's simulate the results. First side, transfer, second side, transfer, finishing, transfer, finishing backside, eject. So that's it for a few examples of setup changes with Esprit CTNG on a multi-spindle machine. Thank you.